Uh, how? What your thoughts on the goal? I believe, the player that came in had just substituted in. It was her first touch of the game, and she scored the game winner. Did you see the play closely? What were your thoughts on the play?
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to rewatch it on a replay. I did see it on the big screen briefly right after it happened. I think, we got caught in a transition moment, and I think there was a deflection somewhere in there, and it just caught the line off guard, and they capitalized on it. So it was a unfortunate chain of events, but yeah, they ended up getting the upper hand on us there.
How much does the scoreless drought affect you and the defenders? Does it make it harder for you guys to keep a clean sheet?
I think everything's a team effort. So when we get a clean sheet, it's a team victory, and then when we don't score, it's also something the entire team needs to work on. So I don't think it's individualized or separated by units in that case. I think it's something that we all need to be striving towards. Set pieces, that's a whole team endeavor, and we need to get our chances on those as well. And I think capitalizing on the chances that we do get in games, and then obviously, yeah, we did have a nice clean sheet streak there for a bit, and those are always nice. But if we can start capitalizing as a group, I think then we'll really start to take off.
Where is your head at heading into this break, and where do you think the team's head is at collectively?
Yeah, I think everybody is hungry for more now. I think obviously that result is going to sit and weigh on us a little heavier than we would have wanted going into the break. So I think now it's a good opportunity for everyone to kind of sit back, relax, reset, and now gear up for the second part of the season and really, go full tilt forward, because we're going to have to.
I believe regular season picks back up August 18th, but you guys will play before that. I think Challenge Cup match on July 18th. How hard has it been juggling those two, and just your thoughts on the Challenge Cup in general?
Yeah, I think the Challenge Cup is interesting. I think it gives teams an opportunity to play some players that might not necessarily get a ton of minutes in regular season games. Obviously, it does come at a cost at times with travel and working with loads and just making sure that everyone's staying healthy and fresh. But we are professional athletes at the end of the day, so we got to make sure that we're doing our part too to be ready for everything that's thrown our way. But I do think at the end of the day, it is a good tournament for people to really kind of showcase what they're made of. And I think there's quite a bit of money on the line too, so that's always going to push teams to perform. So I think overall it's a good thing. I think we're just getting adjusted to this new style that it is in tandem with our regular season.
Last question here. Despite the loss, what did you like about this game? The defense or just in general?
I think we actually came up pretty strong. I think the first 10, 15 minutes, we really had the upper hand. I think we created and generated some really good chances, and I think it might have been a different game had we put those away. So I think there's a lot of positives to take away. There always are in every game, even when we do lose. But the team never stops fighting, and I think that's something that's really powerful and gritty, and really is a testament to how well we do work together, despite what it might say on the score sheet. So I am proud of the group for overcoming some adversity and making sure that we're trying to stay on the same page as best as possible.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sal. Theo, go for it.
Hey, Katie. Can you hear me all right?
I can. Sorry, I just don't know where you're coming from.
It's kind of crazy. Sam had the same reaction. Sam was talking about going 1-0 down, those kind of moments after the goal went in, maybe being somewhere where the team struggled tonight in that reaction. Can you comment on that and or talk about what it was like being on the pitch after that goal went in?
Yeah, I think, I'm not exactly sure what time that goal was scored in, some 70th something maybe, but I think, we had been grinding and grinding up until that point. So it was a bit of a blow at that point, but I think we did generate some pretty quality chances after that as well. I think we switched formations pretty soon after and really had some great chances on goal. So I think, there is a bit of a lull there that we need to work on and try and mitigate and get rid of once that happens, because, it is football and that's part of the game. But, and we just need to make sure that we don't let that kind of response get in our head for too long.
And kind of, what's it like being, on this run? There were some great performances, thinking about the one against the Reign and Gotham as well, where you were unlucky not to win. And then maybe performances like the Courage last week or tonight, where it's finer margins, but you're on the wrong side. Do you look back on those games and think, oh, we've missed those points, or are you just looking forward? I guess what I'm trying to say is what's it like when you play well but you don't get the result, and then something like tonight happens?
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit frustrating. Not gonna sugarcoat it, but I think, again, we've set ourselves up to be in good positions, and we just got to really hone in on that last part and really make sure that we're doing everything we can to get those results, because it's really going to come down to the wire, I think. Once you start to look at the table and the points and how that is all lining up right now, I think we're really going to need to push this last half of the season to get those points to secure our spot in a playoff run. So I don't think it's that healthy to look backwards and dwell on things that we can't control and that are out of our hands now, but I think it's going to be fuel for us moving forward to really stick it to teams and not even give them a chance to get points off of us.
And finally, is that what you were saying to each other after tonight? What were the kind of the messages from player to player?
Yeah, I think it was like, we got to draw a line under the sand, or in the sand, under this game, because it's over. We got to reset with this break and come in hungry, because that's what we're going to need moving forward. And obviously, it is kind of a gut check when you lose at home, especially in front of fans, and a special Hispanic Heritage Night. Obviously, we wanted to do everybody proud, but that's sport, and that's what makes this game so beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time. It's why we love it and why we hate it. So I think it's just gonna take a little bit of time, which we have, fortunately, and then we're gonna come back stronger than ever.
Thanks so much for your time, your honesty, Katie. Cheers.
Thanks, Theo.
Thanks, Theo. Thank you all. And thank you, Katie.
Thank you, guys.